I'm sorry for disturbing you. I just...
No, but tell me what to do.
This big masked figure. It had horns. This is where my body gravitated.
Oh, this chick literally goes through the car as we drive through, like spiritually.
That man sitting on the bed the night before.
The blue light flashed in front of our eyes.
Take a walk with me to the dark side, where the spirits are archived on the far side. Shadows with dark eyes and creatures that tell lies.
And there was a rocking chair. And it would rock by itself.
It's got some funky shit going on in it.
Very scary. It felt like someone was watching us the entire time we were walking. I hear this low pitch.
This is ridiculous. How in the hell did we used to do this?
Ooh. What's up, guys? It's Sunray. Let's Talk Ghosts. I am currently on Mathew Winters Trail, and we're heading to the Vernon Cemetery. It's an unmarked cemetery. Nobody knows who's buried there because everything's washed away, and it's so old. Yeah. See you when we get there. Okay. Mount Vernon Cemetery. Okay.
Do you say something before you go home?
No, not usually, but it's usually during the day. I don't think I've ever walked in, actually.
Oh wow, it's actually this area closed.
It's for the area next to it.
Two gravestones? We were both way off. 6.
I thought there was a shit ton of stuff.
It says right there, just remembered by 2 gravestones. Can't even see
Okay,
them.
I'm coming in just to talk. Just to say hello. I don't have my spirit talker because I'm recording, babe. Okay, here's one. James H. Judy. Ooh. I'll spell it backwards. Sacred something memory of James H. Judy. Son of something Judy. Alright guys, so as soon as I put the phone on the headstone, something happened and I lost the rest of the recording from setting it onto the headstone until I started recording again right after this incident happened. During this time, I had set the phone down. I pulled out my EMF reader and my cat ball, set them on the headstone. I was holding the EMF reader. It was staying at yellow. Jessy had gone into the corner where the other headstone was and had come back and was like, ooh, the energy over there. You want to talk about that part?
I had just wandered into, I guess, what you would call the left corner from where everyone else was and just wandered around and got a little uneasy feeling, so walked back over and asked her to walk over to that area and tell me what she had thought.
So me and Sayra walked over there, and the second I got over there, I was walking and I turned to the headstone and I had gotten full body chills, like heavy presence, and I was like, yes, this energy is very strong over here. And I had turned and I had seen like a white and blue mist in the corner of my eye, and I was like, oh yeah, something is definitely over here. And then I had turned around, walked back to the other headstone, and at that point I was like, I want to pull out my spirit talker, which is on the device I'm currently recording on. So at that point I had turned to Jessy and I remembered stopping the recording. So it should have been recording that entire time. So I remember stopping the recording, and she was going to start recording on her phone so that I could pull the spirit talker out. And at that moment, our friend Sayra had seen, she saw the white, right?
No, so, okay, interesting fact here. I also know that she was, in fact, recording on her phone, because when she had asked me to, she'd walked over and handed me, I was getting my phone out and getting it ready to record, just by habit, because that's usually what we do when she asked me to record. But I had misunderstood, and she had said, no, I want you to do it on my phone so I could use my device. And I remember specifically having that conversation and knowing during this weird exchange of phones, I remember specifically the phone recording and her stopping it and having that interaction. And I feel like that was important to note, that there was a clear point that we were recording and that footage had got lost. It wasn't an accident, because she remembers sitting it there on the headstone. I remember watching it because I also kind of remember thinking, I didn't say this out loud, but I also remember thinking to myself, the minute you sat it down, that's kind of a funky angle, but whatever, it's her video. So regardless, after, back to where she started to end and come to me. Ray was walking back over to the other headstone at this point, and during her walking over there, her friend Sayra had like jump scared and kind of, oh my god, ran over to me. And at that moment, when she had grabbed onto me like any normal person would, I turned my head like this to see what was going on, what she was reacting to. And that's when I glanced over and saw a white, I saw the white, like wisp or mist, I guess, but it wasn't smoke, okay, you guys? This was I'll try to be as specific as I can. It was about 4 feet, not touching the ground, about 2 feet off of the ground, and just kind of this thing kind of floated by. And I kind of just was in shock for a minute, and at that point, Sayra, who was on me, was like, oh my fucking god, oh my god, oh my god, I saw something. And I think at that same exact moment, I had kind of come out of my oh my god moment myself, and that's when I had said to you, oh my fucking god, I saw it too. And
I think at
that point, I think I got overwhelmed, and that's when I was like, oh my god, babe, I'm done, we need to get out of here. And that's the moment you supposedly, there was even a good minute or so after that where she was running around with the camera, picking up the equipment, and still talking to the ghosts and saying prayers. And again, as we were leaving the little cemetery, I remember you shutting off the video because we had walked outside and did cleansed ourselves.
Yeah,
something.
I do have that recorded. I have that part recorded too. So I had lost the footage between setting the phone down on the headstone till the point where I was supposed to start the Spirit Talker app. And then somewhere in all of the middle of that, either walking up to the cemetery, there was another clip on when I introduced all of us. I had said, hey, of course I'm Sunray. I got my friend Sayra here, and she says hi. And then I introduced Jessy. She even remembers what she said and everything. And all of that footage is gone. For what? For why? It's very weird. So now that we got that part out of the way, here's the next clip.
And you feel, so when somebody passes fast through you and you feel like that wind when somebody passes, I fucking heard it and felt it and saw a black shadow.
Okay.
I saw like a white shadow.
I saw
like a and it was wind,
right next to
like
me.
a wind.
Yes, like a wind, yes.
Yeah.
But to me it was black.
Okay, I'm sorry for disturbing you. I just wanted to come and say hi to you. I've been aware of this place for a long time.
Never seen nothing like that.
And just wanted to have a conversation. I'm very sorry. And short episode, short investigation, we will leave.
Sorry, I hope I didn't. I've never fucking seen. That's my first time I've seen something like that, babe.
It's okay. I saw something
I
too,
don't
but
even
it
know
was
if I'm scared.
it was
I just
little.
can't believe I seen it. What?
Okay. Any spirits that are within this fence or at this park may not follow us. You do have to stay here. We are guidedly protected by white light, Archangel Michael, all angels, God, the divine. You are not allowed to come with us and you have to remain here. Once again, I am sorry for disturbing your peace. I just wanted to come and say hello to some forgotten people.
Right, and I will put the energies right here. Thank you.
Babe, do you need to say anything?
I don't know, but tell me what to do.
Just stay
cut the
here.
energies.
You have to stay here. You're not welcome to follow me.
You're not allowed to follow me home.
You're not allowed to follow me home as well. I'll put the energies here with all respect. Thank you.
So, to my viewers, crazy thing on the way up here. My honey back there, who is more of a medium than she thinks she is, got sick on the way up here and almost didn't come with us. And it made me inside a pretty uneasy, and then I couldn't see Jessy, so we turned around and she came with us. Sorry for a short episode, but okay, sorry about that. My camera just shut off. But this is a lesson that if weird shit happens and you don't feel safe and you don't feel right, you need to leave. And you need to make sure that the spirits are aware and know that they cannot follow you. So be safe out there, you guys. Keep it creepy. Till next time.
Yeah.
I'm so ready for more. I'm so sorry, you guys.
I'm sorry, I fucking never seen it. I've seen it.
You
and
saw
I didn't know
it?
what to do. I didn't know what to do. I've never seen. Oh my god, I don't. That's crazy to me.
But what did you see? You saw white?
Me?
Like a white? No, just
You came and you like. So I was watching her, trying to get my phone, and then you bumped me, kind of freaked out, and when I turned to see what you had about, I saw like, to me it was like a white whoosh, went like this, and that's when I asked, did that ball go off, because I fucking seen something.
That is so crazy because I thought maybe you had seen the sign back there, like out of the corner of your eye.
Whoosh.
Yeah, I heard the like the whoosh that he's talking about. Yes, but to me, it was so close to me that to me I saw it as a shadow.
Damn, and you felt it.
And I felt it like right here, like seriously.
And I know
right
it wasn't her that I saw moving because she was already right here
Uh-huh.
going, oh my fucking God. And it was like, so here's her. And it was like,
Right behind her. So, question.
kind of.
Were you recording?
No, I just have my light on. I don't have.
That fucking shit always happens when you're not recording.
I was getting ready to record, and that's when she came and freaked out, and I was like, oh my God.
Well, I did see something while we were there, in that area that you were like, this corner. When I looked over, I saw something in white and blue. Like, I saw something wearing white and blue. And that's when I was like, there's something over here.
Yeah, one person felt like whatever. The other one wasn't so much like whatever. That's how I felt it. I felt like a womanly energy, and that one felt like more chill. The other one, I felt like a man to me. I don't know, like more masculine energies, and that one felt more like
Angry?
yeah, like angry, like yeah.
So, like, it's crazy because I feel like, and I want to know if you felt this two-sided, but the bigger headstone, I felt like that was the man's.
The one that was in the corner?
The bigger one that I had the cat ball on.
Really? Because to me that was the one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, because I felt like the other one was the woman, but the other one is the one where I felt more of the uneasy feeling. And that's why I went back to the big one too, because I had the cat light on there and everything, and I was like, I think you're the one that I want to talk to.
Yeah.
And then you saw that shadow, and it's like, they were like, nah, we're not talking.
Yeah, and I think that's why it went like
Yep. And then as soon as we get to my house, I can cleanse us.
I am equally freaked out and kind of excited I saw something.
This is your, what, third experience now? But is this your first one actually seeing something?
Seeing something?
Wow. See, and I did think I saw a few things through the camera, so I'm excited to watch this footage back because I think I saw a couple of white swishes on the camera. But I don't know if that was me picking up the light from your guys' light.
Oh,
That was crazy.
I'm not gonna lie, now that we're moving farther away from it, I feel more calm.
Did you also notice it got warmer?
It got warmer, yep.
It was ice fucking cold in
over
there.
Yeah. That's crazy because I was about to say that when we were coming.
I told you needed to stay back there. You are not to follow us. Do you understand me? I have the protection of Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael, please come down here with me and protect us. You need to go back. Okay. It felt like, I felt the presence.
did you not just hear me ask you?
Yeah, if that was me. No, I didn't hear it, but I felt it.
What?
A presence come up on us. If there is a person out here, I have a knife and I'm not afraid to stab you.
It's not that big.
Okay, I'm just saying.
It was almost like you kind of veered off the trail and just... Did you hear it? I can fucking hear it.
What?
Did you just fucking hear a growl?
No, it sounds like that.
Oh, okay.
Babe, you're cool as fuck. You pay attention to where you're walking.
Alright.
I feel like that sound y'all are hearing is just no way. Or am I tripping?
I don't know.
I would agree with you, except I think I just saw stuff, so now I'm
Oh.
No, I'm just saying, unless I have
That what?
protection.
Okay.
That what?
That we're not doing it in the dark.
Not without my protection. That's what I'm saying. I need to be prepared.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like we should have definitely started with the light on.
Yeah,
During
we
the
need
day?
we need to be having flashlights and stuff, not just, oh, look at me and my cellular device.
I've totally day hunted so many times though,
Okay, well you.
but not you.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like you have the experience of it.
Yeah,
as to where
babe.
I don't.
Yeah.
I'm totally new with this. I watch you talk to your machines in the middle of the daytime. You ain't ever drug me out here in the fucking mountains in the dark.
Yeah, this. Yeah.
That was a little much for a first time.
I'm sorry, you
I totally
guys.
feel how Scott was last night.
I'm really sorry, you guys. Sayra, will you still hang out with me?
Yeah. But I definitely don't want to do this again.
Okay. We won't do it in the woods.
And I feel
Unless we
like
have a lot more people, maybe.
Yeah, a couple more people. I think we're almost to the bridge, right?
yeah, definitely.
I feel a little better.
You know, and water is good and it's healing.
I keep looking, that's for me. I haven't heard anything anyway. I feel a little better down here.
Do you feel like after I yelled at it, it's kind of stayed?
I don't know if it stayed, but I heard that fucking sound.
I really do feel like at the bridge, once we cross it, we should really cut energies again.
Okay. I think you're right.
Alrighty.
Once again, you have to stay over there. You cannot come with us.
You are not allowed to follow me or hurt me. You have to stay here.
Yes, they're not allowed to follow us.
I did not invite you anywhere near me.
Cut the energy.
Here. Thank you.
I feel like we also gotta stop looking back.
Yeah. It's just hard because, like, in our minds, it's like it could be an animal. You know, like, still gotta make sure it's not an animal.
That's true. Is it straight or up this way?
It is up this way.
Where?
Up this way. It's one of the exits. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like long.
Yeah, because we came in the long way. This is going to take us to the other end of the parking lot. Oh man, my camera is blurry. Could you have all been hearing this?
What?
I was asking her if she heard my hand sanitizer.
It was, do you hear the wind in the grass right now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Now listen.
Oh, okay.
I see. It definitely feels completely different down here.
Okay, so now we gotta come during the day and see how different it is.
Oh, it's a fucking million times different. I could hang out all day up here. And like I said, I'm like as fuck. I'm scared and I'm like, did I just see something? Did I just happen? To me?
Did I just have an experience? Okay. So when we get to the car, before we get to the car, we gotta shake it off. See, there's still gotta be somebody else on this trail unless they used it as a park and ride.
Is there a car right there?
Yeah.
No. This is, I'm pretty sure one of the ones like trying to kick you.
I just heard people talking.
Huh?
I heard people talking.
Alright.
Okay. So, we gotta shake it off. Shake it off. Like Selena Spooky, but shake it off.
Oh, like we do in bed.
Oh, yeah. Alright. Let's get in the car.
So, we just got into Sayra's car, and the second she started it, her car alarm went off.
Yeah.
And the spooky thing about that is when we went to Third Bridge with my friend Casey, she went to go start her car and she put it in drive, and this automatic shifted it back into second.
No way.
And like her car started acting really weird, and she was like, girl, this has never fucking happened. Like, how did my shifter just fall into second?
Yeah.
So like, weird creepy stuff.
Yeah, that's never happened.
Alright guys, so this experience just took a weird turn. So I got in the car with my mother-in-law and started telling her what we did last night, and this is what she told me happened to her last night. Tell us about your dream.
I dreamt that I was in a cemetery that literally had 2 headstones. And then I saw a black figure and I took off running.
How freaky is that, you guys? She dreamt about what we experienced. And another weird thing is, on the lost footage, I had seen something wearing white and light blue, and her jammies had those colors in them.
Yeah, trippy.
So let's think about what that could mean with time, space, illusions, all of that. Like, in some weird way, my mother-in-law was with us last night.
And didn't even know they were going.
How bizarre is that? Okay. All right, so that wraps up the night and the experience that I had found out from my mother-in-law, which that absolutely blew my mind. And I've really got to tell you, I wish I would have been recording her telling me in the moment, because it was like we were both freaking out over it, the way she was explaining her dream. And what she didn't say in the video was she had seen the fence right next to the cemetery as you walked up. She had seen that fence in her dream, and she had seen
The area closed.
She had seen that part in her dream, and she when she was telling me, she's like, yeah, I thought it was so weird because there was only 2 headstones in this cemetery. And I was like, no freaking way, you've got to stop. And you know, it's really strange and crazy to me that I had seen, which I wish I had that video, something wearing white and blue, and then her mom wearing something white and blue. Like, I don't know what that means. I don't know how to explain it, but that's very strange to me. I also kind of want to touch base on what was happening to me that night. I haven't even told Jessy this yet, but when I was falling asleep, it felt like I kept astral projecting back to that cemetery. And the reason why I say astral project and not dream is because I know I had my eyes closed this whole time. I was trying to fall asleep. But I vividly remember looking at my hallway. And I'm going to just kind of show you for a second. Is my hallway. So imagine seeing this hallway and the light, okay? Imagine seeing that. How can I see that if my eyes are closed? That's why I think I was astral projecting. And every time I would see that, and then all of a sudden I was back on that trail and I was by myself. And then it would just kept going back and forth, and then eventually I did fall asleep. But it kind of made me wonder, like, if I kept astral projecting there, I wonder if that's exactly what your mom was doing. If she wasn't, like, I don't know, some weird kind of, if you have any idea on how to explain what happened with the dreaming thing, please drop it in the comments, because I would really love to know people's perspectives on that. Another thing I want to touch on is, I think we had some warnings heading up there that we failed to acknowledge and be aware of. On the way up there, Jessy wasn't feeling very good. She started to, we were going uphill, it was dark, and
I'm out of shape. I got really exhausted, like to the point of I really don't know what happened. And I know a lot of you are going to be like, oh, you're diabetic, blah, blah, blah. But we had literally just before we had done this trail, not even 15 minutes before we had done this trail and this walk, and I got sick, we had just eaten dinner.
Mm-hmm.
A very big dinner. A good dinner. So it's not that I didn't eat. I don't know what it was. And like she said, I mean, I know I'm out of shape, but I'm not that out of shape. And we have walked this trail 500 times over.
So
literally.
Much that we knew how to get in and out
in the dark. And I hadn't been there in over 4 years. We haven't been down this trail in about 4 years. Nothing has changed, but I remembered it like the back of my hand. And like she said, in the dark. And I want to point out, we had never done this trail in the dark, okay? Mm-hmm. But I had, 10 minutes in?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it was only 13 minutes to the spot, and we had made it maybe 3/4 of the way before you stopped.
We were further than that, because I had told, I'll get there.
Yeah.
But, about 10 minutes into this not very hard walk, it was slightly uphill, I just got extremely exhausted to the point where I had to sit down. You'll see in one of the videos, actually, if she doesn't edit it out, you can leave that in.
Okay.
But you'll hear me for a second go, babe, and she stops the video, and at that moment, I am like, I need to take a break. So we take a break. I'm like, all right, I just got to catch my breath. I'm cool. I'm good. Well, we continue to walk, and no more than 5 minutes after we start again, I am done. I just can't. And I tell her, all right. I sit down and I tell her, babe, I know where we are on the trail. I know you're not going to want to do this, but I don't feel good. I don't think I'm going to make it. So I sat down. I was just exhausted. I could not catch my breath. Okay. I was just so out of breath. So it took a lot of convincing, you guys.
I did not want to
convincing. But I kept begging her. I was like, I don't want to ruin this for you and your friends. You've been wanting to do this forever. Please just go. I knew where we were. And I kept telling her, babe, you're almost there. It's right up the trail. You're like maybe,
I think we're 3 minutes away.
Yeah, you're maybe 5 minutes away from where I am. Okay, just go. I'm not doing okay. So she did, after a shit ton of convincing.
I made her turn her flashlight on, though, so I could see her.
Her and her friend went and continued up the trail. And I sat there and kind of, I didn't get sick, but I had to spit a little bit. I don't know what was going on. All right. And then
So at that point, me and Sayra had started walking, and I was freaked out at this point. I wasn't recording anything at this point because I just couldn't get my head in the game, and I was like, I don't feel right about this. And I kept looking back, like, okay, as long as I can see her flashlight, I guess we can try, because I can at least see her flashlight. And then we were walking and we're walking, and then I turned around and I couldn't see her flashlight anymore, and my heart freaking dropped, and I got scared. And then I had realized we had turned a slight little bend, so that's why I couldn't see her light anymore. But at that point, my whole body could not go further. My whole body just could not. And I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna try to holler for her and see if she responds. And I screamed on the side of this mountain. We're not far from each other at all, babe. I heard nothing from her. I heard a weird creaking sound. So I was just like, I've seen too much shit. I've seen too much stuff, okay? Scary, paranormal, everything. I've seen too much. So I was like, that's it. I can't go any further. We have to turn around.
well, the weird thing that for me is I never heard anything. And that for me is extremely odd, because we literally were, I swear to God, we couldn't have been more than 20 feet away from each other on the trail. Because at this point, I was feeling a little better. I'd caught my breath. So I had stood up and started to walk up the trail toward them, because I knew in the back of my mind she wasn't going to get far without me. I know my babe, and I know. So I had gotten up and continued to walk up the trail to shorten that gap and hope, eventually meet up with them. And no sooner than I had stood up and started walking, they were already within my sight with their flashlights on me again. And that's, you guys, this is, to me, it seemed like the span of maybe 5 minutes. That's what I mean. You guys could not have been far up that trail at all. So why couldn't I hear you?
Yeah, that is really scary.
But we had met up, and I was feeling good enough. We continued up the trail, and as I had assumed and said, we were almost there. We had only had to walk maybe 15 more feet before we made a right turn, and we were at the cemetery.
Yep.
So we were almost there. So I guess that was kind of warning sign number 1.
And then the other sign was, I work with Hecate a lot. She is one of my favorite goddesses.
Actually, this is sign number 1, because it technically happened first.
Yeah, did it happen first?
It did.
I couldn't remember what order it happened in, but when we got there, we were in the car, we did our, we called on Archangel Michael, we put the light around us, we asked for protection, all of this stuff. So we're walking up the trail, and I had seen a moth. It had flown like right in front of Sayra, and then up to me, and then back to Jessy. And I was like, oh my gosh, I was like, Hecate's with us. And I was thinking in my head, like, she's just letting me know she's with us for protection. I had to ask for protection. Well, in hindsight, I think maybe she had been telling us, like, don't go. Like, you don't need to go do this right now. There's, something weird, don't go. So I'm wondering if that had been warning number 1 or 2. I'm not sure if there were any other warnings.
For me, I kind of took, and it's more relevant now that you had the conversation with my mom too, I think. I took that area closed fence right directly next to the cemetery as a warning. Because before we walked up and I realized there was a separate entrance, we did not pass the fence that was off area.
Yes.
The cemetery was here. The entrance to the cemetery was here. And the gate was right here. Next. So on this side. Before I realized the little entrance to the cemetery, I had just assumed like this area was the area that was closed. So to me personally, I had taken that as somewhat as a maybe we shouldn't. And then you brought up that my mom specifically saw that in
dream.
her dream or astro projecting, whatever it may have been.
Yeah, very wild. And then when we were reviewing the footage, we had also noticed that when we were up at the cemetery and around the cemetery, there was nothing, no sounds, no cars, no traffic. And then we had gotten a little bit down and it had gotten really loud. The background noise had gotten really loud. We didn't notice that until we were rewatching the footage.
Yeah, and also I don't know if it's in any of the video footage, but we had a conversation on the way back down about the temperature.
Yes, it was really cold in that cemetery. Really cold. But the rest of it, it was warm. It wasn't like, oh my god, I need to take my sweater off, but it was warm compared.
I didn't notice it at the time because I chalked it up to I was just cold because I had just gotten a little sick, overworked, and maybe I was broke a sweat, so I was a little on the chilly side. But when we were coming back down, both of them had said the same thing too, and at that point I was no longer cold because we had come back down. So that, I think, is a little significant. And the sound thing, now that you said it, do you recall that cricket or whatever all the way up until we got there? And then all of that happened, and then I specifically remember the silence until we got back down to a certain point, and I heard that cricket again. So you're right.
So crazy.
It like got ridiculously quiet while we were around that cemetery.
And then it's also kind of wild to me, and this just goes to show that I almost kind of think we were a little manipulated now, thinking about it, because at one point, Sayra had told us, shh, be quiet, on the way up there, because she wanted to hear the sounds. She wanted to know what the sound sounded like, because she goes, sound is very important to me, because when there is no sound, that means something bad is around. She had brought that up, so we should have been aware of that, but none of us noticed. And then it tried to separate us, because Jessy ended up trying to, get us to keep going without her. Just all of these signs that I personally am very aware of. I talk about this stuff all the time, but in that moment, I was unaware. All of that had left my mind, my body, everything. I was like, I don't know how to explain it, just kind of blind by it all the warnings, everything. Maybe because I was excited. It was something I had dreamed about doing, and during the day, that trail is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. No creepy, eerie vibes. I've walked through that cemetery during the day, and I felt welcomed. It felt warm, nurturing, like I wanted to get to know this family. And then at night, it was completely different.
Yeah. I felt uneasy a lot of the time, but I genuinely, I don't know if it was because of stuff happening or the mere fact that I was just trying to push it aside and be outside on a foothill in a path in the middle of, a pretty empty area, going to a cemetery in the middle of the night. Like, that is, I don't do that stuff on the regular, okay? When you guys go camping and you're outside in the woods and it gets dark, it's naturally spooky. So for me, that entire time, I was just trying to get that out, push that as far out of my mind, and be as positive as I could, so that they could enjoy their time, and trying to be the man of the group. We're cool. Like, that's all. Yeah, I was just trying. That's all I kept thinking about. I'm cool. Everything's cool. it's all in your head. There's no boogeymans in the fuck. It's just the dark in the woods that you're scared of. There's nothing out here. So I ignored a lot of things just to try to ignore the other things, I guess.
You know, and I've been reflecting a lot on our experience and things we see on YouTube, and I have definitely realized something. When I have been experiencing these kind of things my whole life, so I definitely saw that opportunity to lean into it. But I often forget that these kind of things in real life scare real people, you know, and I wasn't very aware of that and cautious of that. But you know, I would love to get to a point like these other videos and hunters and stuff where they lean into it, they see that shadow, they stick around and they ask questions. I do think the location matters, like those kind of things. You want to be in a house, not in the middle of the woods, you know, because that other factors factor into that. But at the same time, those are warning signs to leave. So like, I don't know, it's just a really weird thought process that I'm having right now on when do you know is a good time to go and when do you know when to just lean into it. I think that's my leaving question. I think it's a good place to wrap it up, yeah? Alright guys, well, thank you so much for watching. Drop your thoughts and advice or whatever you have to say in the comments. Keep it creepy. Bye.